approximately 6:38. Okay, I'm calling the meeting to order with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand for your flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, will Mr. Secretary please take the roll call vote?
Mr. Gong.
Present.
Mr. Schweik.
Here.
Ms. Chandler Felton is absent. Mr. Pettit.
Here.
Mr. Daring.
Here.
I myself am here, and Madam Chairman Uzelak.
Thank you, I'm here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. Continuing on with the agenda, I need a motion to approve the minutes of January 20th, 2026.
So moved.
Okay, motion made by Brian Daring. Can I have a second?
I second the motion.
Second made by Jeff Swipe. Okay, the minutes have been approved. What?
Voice vote.
Oh, yeah, voice vote.
Yeah.
Okay, could I have a voice vote on that, please?
Aye.
The motion.
Aye.
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 Okay. All in favor, ayes?
Yeah.
All approved. Thank you. Any communications from any board member? No communications? Okay. I have no comments neither. We will get on with the meeting. Underneath old business, item 1, P2PS1-0325. Haviland Properties LLC petitioner and owner located at 2003 East Main Street. The request preliminary one-lot subdivision approval on 21.32 acres in an M1 limited industrial zoning district. The purpose to allow storage buildings, 9 of them. Okay. You want to introduce yourself again? I know you were here before, but present your plan, please.
Absolutely. Adam McAlpine with McAlpine Consulting, address 398 East, 400 North in Valparaiso, Indiana.
I'm Jack Havlin, owner of the property at 2003 East Main Street in Griffith, Indiana.
Okay, do you want to tell us about your storage buildings again?
Well, it's the same story as last time with regard to the layout of the development, and I don't want to take too much time for your meeting tonight, but the site plan has been reviewed and explained before. It has been coordinated with the town's consulting engineer, Robinson Engineering. It has also been coordinated with the fire department, and we are here tonight following a work session 2 weeks ago to seek your approval so that my client can begin construction.
Okay, board members, do you have any comment or any questions on the Haviland properties with their warehouses? I know we've been over it at the workshop. Before I continue with the board, how are the engineers feeling towards this? What? Oh, okay.
So we took a look at the site development plan, and that's all been reviewed and approved, and presently we're working through a couple of comments on the plat. So some things that we can work through. I don't see any major issues, and we're working on that between Mr. McAlpine and our team.
Okay, Robert, so you see everything okay so far?
Yes, that's
Okay.
correct.
Okay, any comments, Mr. Brian Ark?
No.
None? Okay, questions, Jeff?
No, not it.
You find it to be in your approval too?
Yes.
Okay, Brian Daring, what do you have to say?
We had discussed the impact in the past on the area because of the extensive lakes and pond system, starting out basically at Reeder Road going north to directly across the street from this property. And while it is wet, I did follow up with a phone call to Matt Lake, and we had a very nice conversation about this. I did not really know from previous that pretty much when you build out on this, that's it. You can't really go any farther to the south because of the back part of the property being so wet.
Correct.
And unless somebody from the parks was to come in and, give us something that we have not considered yet, I don't see a problem with it at this time. So,
Oh, very good, thank
That's
you,
it.
Brian. Mr. Chris?
No, I wasn't here at the last meeting, but I just want to make sure that everything has been rectified that we had asked you gentlemen to rectify.
That's correct, yes, it has. There was a fire hydrant issue and accessibility that we corrected with the fire department, and that's been addressed, and that's what Robinson reviewed this past time.
Okay, so you do have Chief Yerger's blessing then?
Yes.
Awesome. That's all I got.
Oh, that's great, okay. Sean Pettit?
Again, piggybacking on Chris's Bob, you mentioned everything is okay, but in an October 1st, 2025 letter, you were conditional, you had a wetlands conditional complaint. Has all that been solved?
Actually, in the letter that I sent out, there is some information, once it's received, I think you have an application out there. Once you receive the approval, you're to provide that to the town of Merrillville.
Right, it's the permit application's in process. Where are you guys at with that? Have you heard back?
No, that actually hasn't been submitted yet. Just kind of wait and see where we're with the town if I followed through with that, but that sounds like it's a formality according to the question.
So there's no,
There hasn't been an application yet for that.
so if we approve this, we approve you, not give you final, and then you submit the application, and the application comes back negative, then,
Contingent upon.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more a matter of timing based upon the
Okay.
nature of the wetland impacts. It just takes a little.
Timber!
Yes, you did.
whoops.
You almost snuck in
So
quietly.
much for vegetation from the Plan Commission member.
You're lucky, Chris, it didn't get your head.
That's all right. I would have looked good wearing a toupee.
You don't need it.
I could ask Leona if she's got a permit for that, but I won't.
You look better without one.
I know, right?
Anyway, so the permit, we'll just play this thing out as far as the town's approval versus, I'm assuming, Bob, that stands for U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, right?
Yeah, and again, you know, based on what direction you want to go, it would be contingent upon them providing that information.
Gotcha. That's all, Madam President.
Thank you. Where was the retention pond at over there? Did they have a retention pond?
Yeah, it's part of the design, it's on the west side, and
Okay.
then everything drains to that, and then
Right.
heads north across Main Street.
Well, I remember them saying everything would drain into the retention pond, so.
Correct.
That is my only question. So that looks okay, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, good.
So then, Madam Chairman, a bit of housekeeping. If we make a motion to approve, should it be conditional on the final approval will be given only after the Army Corps reviews the application?
If the board agrees with it, we'll do it that way.
Yeah.
Is it
Well, I
okay?
guess that's the question for the petitioner I was asking. They're talking, Brian, about if they receive approval tonight, then they'll file with Sheila
Right,
for
right.
April or May.
Right?
And if we give them final, that's the Mylar, you and Margie
Right.
signing the documents, and then you're gonna turn the application in?
No, I'll probably start that process tomorrow.
You're gonna turn that, okay, well, then that's what we're gonna,
It's all contingent upon that.
So
okay, then
if-
final would be
final would
contingent
be
upon that
contingent.
being approved.
Yeah.
We can approve it tonight, Brian, with
Yeah.
just,
We don't have to make it contingent at this
Yeah.
point, but
I don't know,
just be
Ricardo, what do you-
aware
Okay,
that
what we
if
will
it comes
do-
back with a negative impact from the Army Corps, that's kind of gonna put a pin in it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, we have legal here too.
And that's what I was
Yeah,
asking.
yeah. Mr. Legal, give us.
Well, that's.
Mr.
it really-
Legal.
Mr. Legal. As was already mentioned, it really is the board's prerogative at this point. This is preliminary, and so
Yeah.
it's not final.
Okay.
If you folks are comfortable with doing it, I think we've heard from engineering, and that
Right.
was really
yeah.
the main.
Yeah.
But I thought we were going to give the vote for final tonight.
No,
No?
no.
It will be
In
on
fact-
contingency then?
In fact, on housekeeping, to piggyback on Brian, this is an advertised public hearing at preliminary, so notice has gone to the public. If anyone wants to comment, we need to open up a public hearing, along with Sheila's staff report that she wrote.
Right.
I would like to make a side note too for the record that Ms. Chandler Felton is now present with us.
Oh, thank you, Chris. That was very important. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. We will continue on with our meeting. Could I have a motion on what we
Well,
have talked about for Haviland Properties?
Should we open the,
Well, let's have Sheila
hearing
read her
first
staff
and-
report
Oh,
first,
I am
Mr.
so sorry.
Secretary, and then
Sheila,
the
I
public
forgot
hearing.
about your staff report.
Put-
Please read it.
Petitioner is requesting preliminary one-lot subdivision approval to allow 9 single-story self-storage buildings in an M1 Limited Industrial Zoning District on 21.32 acres located at 2003 East Main Street or West 53rd Avenue. Surface water and downspouts will be collected and drained to the detention pond. Petitioner's engineer, Adam McAlpine, has met with the Town of Merrillville Development Team to discuss project. The fire department has submitted a letter of approval, and revised plans have also been submitted.
Madam President, I do have one question for the record, because Sheila mentioned it to me before we started. My understanding, gentlemen, you met with Counselor Neal
That's correct.
on this project,
That's correct.
and what were her comments?
Her biggest concern was just the presence after the fact, like landscaping, don't let it overgrow.
Okay.
She just wants it to remain looking nice.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Okay, with all that was said, can I have a
oh,
motion?
public hearing?
Pardon?
Public
Public
hearing.
hearing.
Oh, public hearing. Anybody here to speak on the Haviland property? We do. Oh, we do have someone. Okay, good. Please identify yourself.
My name is Craig Zanstra. I'm the Superintendent Planning and Natural Resources for Lake County Parks. I just want to tell some concerns that our department has on this development here. We'll go ahead and start it off first with some of the wetlands that are on the site. First, if you look at the soils that are on the property, on the subject property here, the soils, you got 3 soil types. You got Carlisle, you've got Maumee, and Watseka. The Maumee and Watseka preliminary will be where this development will go. Looking at the type of soil, it's basically loamy fine sand, both those soil types, characterized by high water table, rapid permeability. So with those 2 soil types, they're basically adjacent to all the soil types that are on the park site as well, the adjacent park. And Oak Ridge Prairie basically sits on 3 sides of this parcel. The Oak Savannah Trail corridor is on the north side of Main Street. Then the park itself is both on the east and south side of the park. You could almost say the park's on 3.5 sides, because there's a portion of the park that is adjacent on the west side too, with just 1 residential subdivision adjacent, but similar soils and property that's very similar to what's in the park. Looking at that, the soil types, if you look at those soil types, it's pretty clear to see, especially knowing Oak Ridge Prairie pretty well, that, when this property goes in and gets developed, if it would be, you're looking at probably about a 700-foot by 270-foot development, about 4.5 acres. I imagine they're gonna be excavating down a certain amount of feet to remove the topsoil, et cetera. So looking at the delineated wetlands on site, delineated wetlands, I think, are around the contour, anywhere between 632, 634. And looking at the invert elevation of the pond that's gonna be, the detention pond on this property that's gonna be, taking all the storm water, that invert's at about 630, 631. So it's well below what the, delineated wetlands are on this site. Looking at this property, if you look at the delineated wetlands, probably anywhere between 1/2 and 3/4 of this property are delineated as wetland. So not only could you potentially affect, the park's wetlands, but also, of course, the wetlands on this property here. You're basically putting in a large French drain, right adjacent to the park site. Because I'm sure you're gonna want good drainage underneath the foundations for the buildings going in. Good drainage for the parking and all the areas that are gonna be storage. So you're basically gonna be pulling water, groundwater in from the surrounding area, which will be draining through that detention area and back off the site. So even, high water levels like we just had the last couple of weeks, you get a lot of rain. I would be more concerned with areas, around here, especially when you have lower water, you have a droughty period or other periods, you're gonna be consistently drawing water from the surrounding wetland areas into this property and out, and it's gonna be draining them out. So that's a big deal for us. You know, we invested a lot of time and effort and money in developing Oak Ridge Prairie. Oak Ridge is about 1,000 acres now, and it's one of the very few biodiverse areas, especially in the town of Merrillville. So I think that needs to be really considered. Also, I'm concerned about the biodiversity impacts that this is gonna bring. We're acquiring a property right now not far from this site. So recently I got a letter from Department of Natural Resources that we typically have to do. We have to do an environmental impact statement and find out what species could be around the site. As far as plant communities go, and I know these communities are just adjacent to this property and actually on the property that's here being discussed. Number one's a shrub swamp. It's a high-quality shrub swamp, and we actually had that shrub swamp delineated and found through one of our botanical surveys in the park back from the early 2000s. It's a really rare wetland, and so it deserves some protection. The problem with that is that elevation of that shrub swamp's at about 634, and that 634 contour actually goes onto the subject property not far from where this development's going. So potentially, again, you're pulling water potentially onto the petitioner's property here and then draining more of that out. So I think that should be looked at. Also, there's a wet floodplain mesic forest that's part of this property and the adjacent park site. Both those are high quality if you look at the division and H preserves. Also, we've got several flora species here that I know we found on the park. Northern geranium, it's a state listed species, state endangered. It's been verified just adjacent to this site. It might even be on it, but I know it's in the park. Also pale cordalis, which is state endangered. Also Cary smartweed, which is state endangered. Flora that's been found, or fauna that's been found on the park nearby the site. You've got black rail, which is a state endangered bird, which needs wetland, high quality wetlands, which is found in the park. Sedgeron, which has been found in the park and adjacent. Blue spotted salamander. And also we have box turtles in the park, and those have been adjacent to this area as well. So all these species, and there's a couple more, depend on high quality wetlands, and that's what the park preserves. So also, just with the biodiversity impacts, you know, you're bringing in more lighting, noise, other things. To be honest, the Oaks Vanna Trail goes just adjacent to this on the north side of Main Street. Granted, there's some other things along Main Street there that doesn't look great, but, you know, for people on the bike trail corridor, I could think of a lot better things to look at than this development right here. Also, as far as the parkland value goes, in general, county parkland's been found to increase the value of adjacent lands, private lands. It's called the proximate principle. We've seen it over and over again, where adjacent private property gains value because of the park. And I think in this case, it's happened all over Oak Ridge Prairie and adjacent park sites throughout the county. We see that. In this case, I think this development's actually gonna reduce the value of the park. You know, because there's gonna be impacts here, and until I could be told different, that this site's not gonna potentially drain soils in the park that are adjacent, sandy soils, I don't see that happening right now. I think it's actually probably gonna drain wetlands in the park as well. Also looking at the town of Merrillville comp plan, I believe this is still the comp plan you're using yet, the one from '99. I don't think the new one's been updated yet or adopted. But looking at that plan, the section 1, physical features, the largest wetland complexes occur in the lowland region in the northwest corner of the town. That would be this area right here. These regions support a variety of flora and fauna, contribute significantly to the preservation of water quality and reduction of floods. Efforts should be made to reduce development impacts and immediately around these areas to preserve the benefits that the wetlands provide to the community. There's just not a lot of areas like this in Lake County, and I don't think you should take a chance in potentially lowering the value and the quality of the wetlands in the park. Also the soils. Soils are the building blocks that define the types of activities that can be sustained on the land. Soils and the types determine the vegetation and the drainage. Looking at the soil types again in this property, both of them, all three of them, are, you know, definitely wetland type soils, and you can see it in the properties and the plant communities that surrounds it. Also looking at the future land use, when this plan was adopted, residents of Merrillville expressed their hopes through future both community survey and the town meetings. Comments were varied, but of particular note, traffic, of course, is an issue, congestion, also preservation of farmland and natural areas. So, this fits right into that. Oak Ridge Prairie is one of our largest parks in Lake County, and I don't think it's worth messing up potentially some of the quality habitats found in that park. Also, parks and open space floodplain. Section 6 again, approximately 3,000 acres of land are to be left as open space in the town, which include parks, floodplains, wetlands. This is to improve water quality and reduce flooding. Again, this site, half to 3/4 of the site's delineated as a wetland. Some properties are meant to be developed, some are not meant to be developed. I would say this is a property that's not meant to be developed. That's all I got for you.
Madam President, I got a couple questions for Craig and for staff then.
Me too.
Craig, you mentioned that the county park system owns 3 sides of this parcel?
Correct.
Okay. The quoting of the 99 plan, I was town manager when that was developed.
Yep.
Okay. Number 2, I guess, had you had previous conversations before tonight with Steve, Matt, or Bob about these concerns?
I probably have expressed it to them.
Well, you got a public notice, Craig. I mean, that's my concern is,
Yeah.
you guys were notified as an adjoining property owner.
Right.
And to come in and get the petition from Sheila and sit down and talk, because you set a lot of things, which I believe, but I also believe in the best stormwater director in the state of Indiana, hands down, okay? And you know Matt very well.
Yeah.
And now, at this time, this is part of the public hearing, ladies and gentlemen, but some of these items that you're putting there are of concern, and are they actual, or, now we got to make a decision. And as I said at the workshop, the county parks have got to keep in mind, Craig.
Yep.
This property is zoned M1.
Yeah.
If we turn down this subdivision, there's a chance that litigation can hit the town of Merrillville.
No, I understand that.
Okay, so, Margie and Leona and I are gonna, or the Plan Commission actually, because it's a subdivision, are gonna make a decision. And now, I don't know what to do, guys. I gotta be honest with you, I don't know what to do, guys.
But I guess if our wetlands gets drained, then we have an option to litigate as well, right?
Well, but again,
Moving forward,
it
yeah.
begs the question, Craig, we've been in town since 1971, this property's been out there. Why didn't you guys buy these parcels before this gentleman owned it?
Well, we have tried, but we were not successful.
You have eminent domain, Craig, you and I both know
I
that.
understand that, but our
If this
park board won't
property
just-
was that
hey,
important-
I understand, our park board will not just eminent domain any property out there. It's a hard thing to get our park board to do, so it's not easy. If this property, what are we, the year 2026 right now?
Yeah.
If this property was so good to be developed, it should have been developed by now.
Well, but
But it
again, you're
hasn't.
asking us to make a decision
Yeah.
that could force us into litigation
Yeah.
if we turn this down, because your park board, back in the day, didn't have the foresight to use eminent domain to acquire it.
Well,
If it
I'll
was
tell you
such a
this-
drainage problem
Yeah.
and such a natural feature, why doesn't the county park own it instead of this gentleman?
Well, I'll tell you what, the previous owner, to Mr. Havlin, was a gentleman, Terry Cruzwick. He offered to donate half this property to us, but it was in the condition that he would put a commercial development along Main Street.
Okay.
We turned him down on it because we're not gonna help him to support a development along Main Street when he was gonna be filling in wetlands. We didn't think it was behoove us to support a development that's gonna fill wetlands in, when we're trying to preserve the wetlands adjacent to it.
All right.
So, and again, we had the same concerns then, that potentially could be drained. I tried to get Terry, we could buy it from him, but Terry would not sell it to us. And I think he was ticked off because we wouldn't take the donation.
Okay.
And here we are now, so.
Craig,
And I told
let me
Terry really
jump
well,
in
this
here
is the
for a
situation we're
second.
in.
Now, I've talked to these gentlemen a number of times through these meetings, and I'll give you a little bit more history. I go back on that land intimately, riding horses through there from my friend's farm down by 57th. We went all through there before there was a Hoosier Prairie Park there. And we rode all of that, woods and everything else. We know how wet it is. You start at Reeder Road and go through the old Reeder Farms, and it's one set of lakes and pond after another. This was my big question, which I believe that John Dykstra and our engineering team has addressed. Matt has also. And the zoning, we got saddled with by the county. Had nothing to do with us. That was zoned by the County Planning Commission before Merrillville was ever a town. They've got M1 zoning. It's a permitted use in that zoning. I don't like it. I don't like storage facilities, but we are bound by our ordinances. If he's got a permitted use, He's gonna turn around and his attorney will be contacting our attorney within days if we turn this down. You know, if they can assure us that they will take care of the drainage and everybody is signing off of it from our engineering firm to our stormwater manager, and as Sean said, he's about the best around. You know, he knows that property, he's walked that property. I've had to go out there with my cane and walk that property just to refamiliarize myself with it. And I'm talking, going back to 1970, I was on that property.
Who's not to say we couldn't do like a hydraulic study? in
Right,
this
well,
area to
you know,
determine
we've
what's
also
gonna
got
happen
the
over
Army
there.
Corps involved. If the Army Corps says no, that it's gonna impact the area, then it's no.
It's gonna be a dead issue. Here's
Yeah.
the other question I have, probably for any one of the three of our staff members, Sheila, Bob, or Steve. Does Matt have a citation procedure if someone violates stormwater regulations? So Craig is worried about the wetlands being drained by what this gentleman may put on the property. If that ends up being the case, can Matt go out and investigate Steve and say, yeah, Mr. Havlin, your buildings are affecting the wetland, and then where does it come back to? Stormwater board?
Yeah,
I'm
it will come back,
assuming,
it will
right,
come back
Steve?
to the stormwater board, so,
So there's a procedure
Right.
that may protect the county park
yeah.
down the road.
So my suggestion, Craig, would be to, what, the information you provided tonight here, I'd get that over to Matt Lake so he can clarify some of those things for you. That's that would be my suggestion. Okay?
All right.
I mean, you got Matt's email, if not, you got mine, send it to me and I can get it to Matt, or I can provide you Matt's email, but that's what I would do.
All right.
And one last thing, as far as your lighting concerns are, we do have a very strict, dark skies ordinance in town. So whatever form of lighting he has, the lighting will be kept within the boundaries of his development. He cannot have any bleed over.
Madam President, to Legal Counsel Ricardo, if we were to make a motion for preliminary subdivision approval tonight, we could place a couple conditions on it, and then Craig, the county parks, Steve and Matt could get together with these things, and again, you said you were gonna submit that application. This may push the final subdivision approval, maybe not in April, but into May, until we hear back from Army Corps as to what they say. I would not feel comfortable. I'm struggling with this, as you guys can tell, with the information that's shared in the public hearing. And I don't want to necessarily delay them because of what I said with the permitted use. But by the same token, Ricardo, I don't want to get us, if we have one more step to do, we could move this along, I guess, and see what the reports are from Matt Lake and from the Army Corps.
Yeah, well, that's why I said initially, it's really an engineering consideration. There's no legal impediment per se with respect to the plan that you outlined. So I think you can do things preliminarily here this evening.
So you're suggesting a motion can be made upon the approval with our engineers later on, after they check it out?
Could we also add the condition that until the Army Corps report comes in and all the engineering concerns are addressed,
No final
there
approval.
won't be
No
a meeting for final approval until
Right.
we have that in hand.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, knowing the Army Corps, they get backed up. It might not happen in 30 to 60 days. I mean, I've seen them, there's a subdivision right behind us that they took almost a year.
Well, and keep in mind, you know, when we talk about the permitted use, and this is a permitted use, and, you know, could there be, they also have to meet all the criteria of the subdivision control ordinance to be approved. You know, if they don't meet something between Steve and Bob and Matt, then they haven't met the chapter 21.
Right.
Chapter 19, sorry. Chapter 19, Sheila?
Chapter 19.
Okay.
But we still have the open public forum in case anybody else
Yes,
wishes.
is there anyone else would like to speak? Anyone else want to speak? No? Okay, then what we will do is take a motion according to what was just stated. Will someone make that motion upon the contingency of the water problem and our engineers
Any Army-
checking that out and Matt Lake looking it over too? Okay, could I have a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor by Mr. Sean Pettit and seconded by Leona.
And for the record,
Chandler.
Madam President, let's restate it. It's a motion to approve with the condition of the Army Corps of Engineer application being submitted and approved, and the approval and review by Merrillville Stormwater in conjunction with the Lake County Parks Department.
Okay, you're adding that to your motion,
Yes.
correct?
Yep.
Does this all look good with you, Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.
Okay, very good. All right, we have the motion on the floor by Sean Pettit and seconded by Leona Chandler. We will go ahead and take the roll call vote. Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Gong,
I'm in favor of the motion.
What?
Aye.
I didn't hear her.
He said aye.
Aye, okay, I'm sorry. Mr. Zweig,
Yes.
Ms. Chandler Felton,
Aye.
Mr. Pettit,
Yes.
I myself am a yes. Mr. Daring,
Yes?
and Chairman Uzelak,
Yes.
7 yeses.
Okay, the motion has been approved upon the contingencies of what we have mentioned, and it's all been approved with 7 yeses. Okay? Motion is
Thanks for coming,
approved
Craig.
for Haviland Properties.
Gentlemen, thank you for your time.
Thank you for attending, and our engineers and Matt Lake will be in touch with you. Thank you. Okay, continuing on with our agenda, item 2, P1PS 1-0126, Merrillville Development 2, second LLC owner and Costco Wholesale Corporation petitioner, located at 1420 East 79th Avenue and 1500 East 79th Avenue. The request, a preliminary one-lot subdivision approval on 1.968 acres in a planned unit development, C3, Highway Commercial Zoning District, purpose to allow a Costco employee parking lot. Okay, hi, how are you tonight?
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the
Okay,
Plan
you are
Commission.
back, you've been at our workshop before. Do you want to refresh the board and the public with your plan?
Sure. So as we spoke, Costco is proposing a off-site parking location for our employees on the south side of 79th, consisting of approximately 152 parking spaces. I won't go into greater detail, but the need for parking is there with this particular location. We've been working with Robert and staff and Sheila over the last probably 3 months now on the plan, on the crosswalk detail, on how our employees will cross 79th to get to the Costco warehouse. And we have a very good plan in place. And I know there's been a lot of discussion about the crosswalk and distance, but I think we've worked out a lot of those issues. We stand behind our design and firmly believe it is a safe crosswalk and a safe plan. And we'll continue to work with Robert and staff and Steve on the final plat and final engineering.
Very good, thank you. Now, all the lighting has been approved out there too?
Yes, as we discussed, the parking lot will be completely lit.
Okay, what about the paving of the parking lot?
Paving will be asphalt, striped for our parking spaces, correct.
Very good. Okay, questions from the board? Mr. Brian R.? You have questions or comments, Brian?
You had said that it's not going to be required for employees to park there, nor will it be limited to employees. Did I remember that correctly?
No, it will be limited to employees.
Only.
Only, that's right, that's right.
Very good. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Jeff Swike?
What's that thing called? It's called Red Hawk or something, you said, the park?
The Hawk system, right, similar to what you have in town. We're going to replicate that, and I've actually asked for some details on that so we could.
I actually gotta get you those, I forgot about those.
Thank
We've
you.
got one at the golf course up by Innsbruck.
Yeah, I'll get them from, we had another consultant do that for us, Larry.
Great,
I'm glad you said something.
Great.
I'll get them to you.
Okay.
yeah, so it will be a stop crossing, so our employees will actually push a button and the red lights will flash and then stop. It's actually like a signal, like a traffic signal. So
Very
it's
good.
not a caution flashing. So it is actually a stop, so traffic will need to stop.
And the pedestrians could walk then.
Correct.
So, Madam President, if I may, I have a question since Larry brought this up, and I see Officer Bursick in the back row there. Since 79th is a public right-of-way, and he puts up a red light, if somebody runs the red light and one of our officers is on 79th, can they ticket him, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Outstanding, outstanding.
Just making sure Larry knows, if you put up a red light up there, Larry, people are gonna be subject to police.
Very good
Okay.
question. We have not spoke about that.
Yeah,
Well,
I saw Nick in the back row, I thought, I might as well ask.
That enhances the employee safety also.
Exactly,
Which is
yeah.
outstanding.
Yes, which is good,
Well-
yeah.
Sean, are you suggesting a policeman should be there to watch
No,
that red?
no, I'm just saying. Nick, you wanna park at Ollie's?
Okay. All right, now we go to Leona. Any questions?
No, I don't have any questions. The question that I was thinking about, he asked it.
Very good. Brian, Derry?
Okay, I'm gonna just go down the checklist real quick. We're gonna have a red light hawk.
Yes.
Okay, we've discussed in the past, and I would prefer that there be signage out there, Costco employee parking. Your employees will know they gotta press the button for the hawk. If mom and dad and the kids don't wanna get stuck in the parking lot and they, oh, let's park here, and they don't know about a red light hawk, they go skying across that road and not hit the signal. So it concerns me that the public could park there unless you have clear marking saying Costco employee parking. That's number two. We had talked about the distance for, let's say, handicapped employees, somebody that's pregnant, in the heat of the summer, in the cold of the winter, in the driving rain that we get in Northwest Indiana. But you had mentioned that you are going to provide a shuttle service for them in the eventuality of severe inclement weather.
That's correct.
Okay. And the last question is, I'm turning to Ricardo, where are we at on the indemnification agreement?
I think that's been worked out.
Okay, it's all,
We do have a waiver and release agreement. We've approved it, and I believe,
Joe has approved it, I think.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, so I don't believe I've seen a fully executed copy. I think Costco has signed it, but we should look into that, but we will, when I come back for final, that will be executed. We will have an agreement in place.
Okay.
so
And
that,
Matt Lake was out there to check the storm sewers?
Oh, I'm sorry, Madam Chair.
No,
no.
No? Well, who checked that?
that's any store, that's private, that's all private.
Oh, that's private. Okay, thank you. All right, Chris, what's your question?
I have nothing. All of them have been answered. Everything that I was curious about.
Okay, Sean, any more?
Yeah, just a couple follow-ups, Madam President. Larry, tonight, if it's approved, you're gonna come back in April for final?
That's correct.
Okay, and then when would you start? You've got to close on the property, I take it?
We have to close, I think we have a mid-June construction start,
Okay, and how long do you think that'll take?
about 2 months.
And what's the cost? Ballpark.
Ballpark.
Yeah.
Usually I don't get into I know we probably have to provide.
Well, you know what I
engineering
said in the
estimate.
beginning, Larry, I mean, and again, as the ward councilman, I'm a little concerned of a lot being subdivided for a parking lot versus a commercial building that's gonna pay more in taxes, so I'd at least like to know what kind of investment you guys are making.
Well, it's over 2 million.
2 million for a parking lot?
Yes,
What kind of asphalt are you using?
very
Primo.
special.
Gold
flake.
Gold flake, Leona.
Yeah.
Wow.
When you talk the overall, the hawk signal, the planters, the.
Okay, yeah, the whole shoot matches
There's
2
a-
million.
There's quite a bit of work.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. We have to remove demo. There's a building on the property. We have to remove. some
Oh, yeah,
soils.
Rich, okay, yeah, you've got to tear down the building. I
Yes.
forgot about Richards. Okay, that's all, Matt.
Parking
Well,
only
and I did want to ask then also, Sean, the signage that's still out there says, property for lease. You are purchasing the property. It will be added to the assessed value of the Costco property.
That's correct.
It's not a lease.
We are not leasing that property. We're purchasing, correct.
Okay.
Okay, with all that being said, Mr. Ricardo, any comments from you?
No, just point of clarification, it's a waiver and release, not an indemnification, correct?
That's correct, yes. We should probably call it a waiver and release. It's
Okay.
very similar, but a little bit different, yeah.
And what about the staff report, Sheila? Did you want to read it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Petitioner is requesting preliminary one-lot subdivision approval in a planned unit development C3 Highway Commercial Zoning District located at 1420 East 79th Avenue and 1500 East 79th Avenue on 1.968 acres to allow an off-street parking lot for Costco employees. Surface water will be conveyed via a private stormwater sewer system with an underground detention system providing water quality and detention. The petitioner has met with Councilman Pettit and the development team regarding this project. On January 20, 2026, the project was tabled indefinitely until the indemnification or the waiver terms are agreed upon and all other issues regarding this project are resolved.
Madam President, just for the record, since Craig's recording it, it should be noted that the town council, you, Leona, and I, and our colleagues did grant a use variance for this back last month, Sheila, or in February?
Last month.
Yeah, February.
Okay. Well, with everything being said, can I have a motion?
We have a formality of a public hearing. It's preliminary.
Oh, is there anybody here to speak publicly on this project? Anybody here to speak publicly? Any public speaker in the audience to speak? None? Thank you.
Madam President, I'll make a motion to approve P1 PS1-0126.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor from Sean Pettit to approve P1 PS1-0126. Could I have a second?
Second, Brian.
Second by Brian Deering to approve the same motion. Okay, I'll take a voice vote, I believe.
Roll call.
Roll call vote.
Roll call vote?
Yeah.
Mr. Gong.
I approve.
Mr. Schweik.
Yes.
Ms. Chandler Felton.
Aye.
Mr. Pettit.
Yes.
Mr. Daring.
Yes.
I myself am a yes, and Chairman Uzelak.
Yes.
7 yeses.
Okay, the motion has been approved with 7 yeses, and I think there's something that we have to wait for, which is the indemnification, or what?
The waiver.
The waiver.
Waiver.
Final, right?
Waiver.
Final
But he's going to
waiver.
file for final subdivision approval for April.
Okay.
Correct.
With that all said, tonight, you are approved so far.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, sir.
I'll see you in
Thank you
April.
for attending. Continuing on with new business. Okay, item 3 on the agenda, P2FP1-0326, Terrence Franklin / Franklin Estates petitioner and 8257 Grant Street LLC owner, located at 8257 Grant Street. The request of final planned unit development approval in a planned unit development on approximately 3.32 acres. The purpose, to allow a residential development. Okay, please give us your program, identify yourself.
Terrence Franklin with Franklin Builders, also with 8257 Grant LLC. We're seeking to build 24 townhomes in the area and 1 single-family home. That is there, and it has been, all the particulars for, I should say, for all the engineering and everything has already been worked out.
Yes, I believe you were at our workshop before, and you presented this program, which looked to be okay at that time. Sheila, read the staff report first.
Petitioner is requesting final plan unit development approval on 3.32 acres in the plan unit development zoning district. The development will have curb and gutter, common water, sanitary sewer, storm sewers, and street lights. Proposed development will consist of 12 duplexes and one single-family resident. The petitioner will follow all town ordinances.
Okay, board members, Mr. Brian R., you have comments or questions on this project?
No, ma'am.
None? Jeff Swite?
What is the price range of these?
Price range right now in the area is $425 for a four-bedroom. 2,600 square feet.
Ooh, that's $425 for 2,600 square feet?
That is correct.
5,000,
Pardon?
425,000.
425,000. That's the price range. Okay. What is that, a four-bedroom?
Four-bedroom with a sitting room. You can have a sitting room, or you can get it into a five, but we're kind of keeping it at four.
And you also have three-bedroom and two-bedroom?
No, only four.
Only what?
Only four-bedroom.
Only four-bedroom?
That is correct.
Okay, well, are you going to allow children in there then?
Once they purchase it, yes,
They can bring their children or
they can
cows
bring
or
their
whatever.
kids. But, yes, it's a mother-in-law suite at the bottom, and then the other bedrooms are at the top. So you have, there is a very nice size bedroom on the bottom for mother-in-law suite.
Okay. Leona, any questions or comments?
Will the single family also have four?
No, the single family is for me.
Oh, okay.
By yourself?
No, but just one other person.
Oh, well, what I'm implying, you have a family.
Oh, they're old. I'm old, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm in my
whatever.
I'm in my 60s, so.
How many bedrooms?
Not old.
How many bedrooms?
Well, George Clooney said last night, 60's young.
Yes, it is.
When he was
But
20,
anyway.
he thought 60 was old, so did I.
Now we think it's young.
Time goes
My kids
on.
are in their 30s plus, so.
Okay. Is that it, Leona?
Yes.
Brian Daring?
Did you get your issues solved with IHCD?
I am going to be using one of their people.
Okay. I noted, because I think I told you before, I drive past there at least once or twice a week, because I take the cut-through coming past the Indian Cultural Center, going to avoid the lights at 30 and the traffic. I noticed that you did clean up the property, or you had people out there cleaning up the property. The last time I went by there to really look at it, there was a young man out there putting out new silt fencing. Unfortunately, 2 days later, we had the first of 3 big windstorms, and your silt fencing's gone again. You gotta find a better way to
He
But
put
the-
it back. I checked it before I came here tonight.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's
Yes.
been a
It's
number
back.
of days. since-
I have
Okay, so your
pic-
silt fencing is back.
We look
And-
at the property, I live less than 5 minutes from the property.
That's what you're saying.
So I look at the property every day.
Yep.
And I try to have a crew that comes out. So we're trying to do everything that's been asked of us. We've always made sure that we take care of everything that way. I mean, anything that's asked.
You met with Councilman Bella?
I was granted that I got a message that I didn't have to, he did not want to meet
I
with me.
spoke with Mr. Bella, and he is aware of the project, and his words to me, Mr. Franklin, he's watching it very closely. So he said he didn't need to meet, but he's watching it very closely. So we need to stay on top of things.
You mentioned.
Right. Brian, what was your issue with IHCD? I missed
Well, no,
that.
he was having some problems with IHCD, and I think it was just more of a misunderstanding, thinking, is IHCD part of the town of Merrillville? It is not. They are a private business, just like
They are
Merrillville.
located in Merrillville.
They are located in Merrillville, but they are their own private business
They're
with
their
their
own
own board.
entity.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
same thing with Merrillville Conservancy.
Okay.
So, The last thing I want to ask, and maybe I didn't pick up on it before, but you brought it out prominently tonight, is a mother-in-law suite on the lower level. Now, is this a true mother-in-law suite that will meet fire code? Because when you put a bedroom in the basement and you have people living in the
No
basement,
basement.
or lower, okay, so it's just like on the bottom level of the
Yeah,
house.
just
It's
about-
not
just the bottom
below
level.
ground.
It's a slab.
They will have methods of ingress and egress so that, God forbid, there's a fire or something like that, they will have a way to get out.
Actually, you have the first unit that I did here at 5883 is in the, that's the same thing. We just call it a mother-in-law.
Okay, that's why I didn't pick up on it before, you know. But yeah, that's all I've got.
Okay. Chris Mellon, what do you have to say?
If Town Council President Bella is aware of what's going on and he's okay with it, and Mr. Franklin's meeting all the requirements, progress is moving along, I have no questions.
Good. Sean Pettit?
Terrence, you mentioned, was it 5883?
Yes, Adams.
Adams, you took over those from Earl Goldberg?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you've had, he's done work in the town of
Yeah,
Merrillville.
he built
Okay.
quite a few of those.
All right, I would echo then Chris's sentiments. Again, this being a PUD, Margie and Leona, it's going to come to us at the council. And I suppose if Rick can express his ward council
Yes.
comments at that time.
Okay, Mr. Ricardo, anything to mention?
No legal concerns.
No legal concerns. What is the pleasure of the board at this time?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, motion on the floor by Mr. Brian Daring, second by Leona Chandler, to approve P2F P1-0326. All in favor? Aye, or do I take a roll call vote?
Roll call.
Roll call vote, please, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Kong?
Aye.
Mr. Zweig?
Yes.
Ms. Chandler Felton?
Aye.
Mr. Pettit?
Yes.
I myself am a yes. Mr. Daring?
Yes.
Madam Chairman Uzel?
Yes.
7 yeses.
Okay, motion has been approved with 7 yeses.
Go forth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
You're welcome.
attending. And this will come back to the town board.
Yes, and Sheila, you will, Terrence, check with Sheila as to,
I'll find out when.
find out from Michael and Rick
And when
when
they
you're going to
want.
do it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Good night.
Yep, good night.
Good luck.
Aye.
Okay, going on to item 4, P3FP2-0326. Kendall Property Group petitioner and Lake County Trust Company. Trust number 4078 owner, located at 400 West 87th Avenue. Request final plan unit development approval in a R5, medium-density multifamily residential zoning district on 17.15 acres. The purpose, a luxury multifamily residential development. Hello. Good to see you
Good
again.
evening.
Identify yourself.
Good evening, Plan Commission. This is Greg Lorig again from DBG Team representing the petitioner, 1155 Troutwine Road, Crown Point, Indiana. As you probably recall, I was here 2 weeks ago for the workshop meeting with everyone.
Sure.
We went over just a few minor site plan revisions we had made based on feedback from town, staff, and the public. So we made those revisions. Nothing has changed on our end. Again, this is a multifamily residential luxury development on about 17 acres. We started with 210 units back in the preliminary initially, brought that down to 186. That's what's been submitted for consideration for approval. So again, no real change since the workshop. I know we've been here a number of times, so I want to keep it short and go ahead and open it up to feedback from the town and help answer any questions.
Okay, thank you. Sheila, read the staff report first.
Petitioners requesting final plan unit development approval in a R5 medium-density family residential development on 17.15 acres to be known as Deerfield Commons. The proposed development will be served with sanitary sewer, curb and gutter streets, common water, storm sewers, and street lights. Development has met with DVG engineering team regarding the project, and petitioner will follow all town ordinances.
Okay, board members, Mr. Brian Art, any questions? Comments?
No questions at this time, thank you.
Okay, Jeff Swike.
What's the price range of these?
I just checked with Austin on that again. If you're talking about the rental per month, 1,200 to 2,200 is the range, and that's ranges from studio to 3-bedroom.
Thanks.
Leona?
He always ends up asking my questions.
Okay, Brian?
I can only say one more time that I wish every developer that came in here was as cognizant and thorough with surrounding property owners, the wishes of the town, the wishes of the councilman of record. I mean, you guys have just done a superb job rising to every occasion and everything that was brought up. The fact that you had the community meetings and got the support of people that really were not in support of this project, and they saw what you were going to do, the quality of what you were going to do, and the way it was presented. You, Cliff, the entire team, can't give you greater kudos. You know, you guys have done a magnificent job.
Thank you very much. I do want to, Cliff is enjoying himself in Florida this week, so he's not here, but I do have Jeff from DVG and then Austin from KPG here.
Tell Cliff it's not going on the council agenda until he gets back up into Indiana.
We're not gonna tell Cliff about any of these compliments.
Or Jeff, tell him winter ends on March 22nd.
Will do.
Okay, Chris, questions, comments?
No,
Sean,
outstanding as
anything
usual.
else?
No.
The engineers, what do you have to say? Nothing? Everything in order?
Yeah, we're working through some comments, and, you know, there's nothing earth-shattering, so we'll be able to, you know, come to an approval here soon.
Okay. And I have a question. You appeared before ICD too? The sanitary sewer?
This one is Merrillville
Merrillville.
Conservancy
I mean
District.
MCD,
Actually,
yeah.
we have met with them, presented our preliminary plan, so they know what we're doing. We're still working through final permitting with them, but we're in still constant dialogue with them, so they know what's happening, and we will have to get, you know, permits associated with them as well.
Okay. Mr. Ricardo, any comments?
Nothing.
Everything looks in order so far?
So far.
Okay, good. All right, what's the pleasure of the board at this time?
Motion to approve?
Motion on the floor by Mr. Sean Pettit to approve. Could I have a second?
I second the motion.
Second by Mr. Jeff Swike to approve, or so far.
I do have one question, Madam President. I apologize to
Okay, what is
the
it?
team, and actually to Ricardo and Sheila. Since this is a PUD, it is multifamily. Are there covenants
So
associated with this?
I spoke with Greg about that today to make sure that he was aware of that, and they had a few other changes that they had to make to them, and then I'll get them to Joe.
Correct, I spoke
And
with,
they're not, that's one thing that we have to clarify, because Greg informed me that they're not covenants, like the regular subdivision.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
the
what I was
way-
wondering. Since
They
these
were-
are rentals, it's a little different.
It's
So no covenants, but a management agreement.
a management agreement.
Okay.
So we,
Gotcha.
Regulations and how that, and we
Yeah.
submitted one at the PUD for the public hearing, but just being refined a little bit, and we'll get to refine one.
Okay.
Okay, so what was the pleasure of the board? Everybody voted?
No, we've got a motion and a second, Madam.
Okay, we got the motion, the second. Can we have a roll call vote, please?
Yes. Mr. Khan?
Aye.
Mr. Swike?
Yes.
Ms. Chandler Felton?
Aye.
Mr. Pettit?
Yes.
I myself am a yes. Mr. Daring?
Yes.
Madam Chairman?
Yes.
It's 7 yeses.
Okay, motion passes with 7 yeses. Okay?
You guys are all done. We don't want to see you at the council meeting. I've seen enough of you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Excellent job, guys.
He did.
And the same to you.
Up at the Murray.
Okay, continuing on with the agenda. Let's go to item 5, P4RS 1-0326, Savannah Ridge LLC petitioner and owner, located at Grand Street, south of 73rd and north of US Highway 30. Re-subdivision of Lot 58 and 59 on Savannah Ridge Unit 8 in a R2 residential zoning district on 0.61 acres. The purpose is to allow a single-family residence. Okay, hello, Richard, how are you?
Hello, Richard Anderson, 9211 Broadway, Merrillville, Indiana. Nothing's changed from the workshop. I told the officer if he wanted to hear more that I'd get to him, but there isn't anybody else in the audience who wants to hear. You remember, we're taking 2 lots and making them into one because it's a kind of a weird-shaped lot. Today, we were able to get a letter from Robinson Engineering, which I hope you probably don't have, but basically that they had reviewed the plat. The plat that's on this board is different than what you have in that it has all the refinements that Robinson wanted, like who the property owner is, things that just weren't needed to be added to the technical stage. But doesn't change the fact that it's still gonna be 1 lot instead of 2.
Sure.
Any questions on it?
Well, let's see now, there's no staff report here, Sheila?
Yes, I have a small.
Okay, read the staff report.
Read slow.
Petitioner is requesting a re-subdivision of Lot 58 and Lot 59 in Savannah Ridge, Unit 8, in an R2 single-family residential zoning district on 0.61 acres to allow for a single-family residence.
Okay, board members, Mr. Brian Hart, any questions? He's been here before, the attorney at the workshop, too.
I recall that, so no further questions.
Nothing. Jeff Swike?
I love your presentations and the, they're beautiful.
Visual aids.
I hope I can be that debonair in about 20 years.
I don't know.
And do projects like that and things. Thank you.
Jeff, what did you say? You love his presentation?
Love his presentation.
And debonair.
Oh, his debonair. Well, Richard Anderson's been around a long time.
Not that long.
He knows how, he knows how to give a good presentation.
You've been here as long as I've been here.
Yeah.
Well, he's been out there, I think, longer than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
Now
a
she's
lawyer.
really cutting it into quick.
It's a tough
I
crowd.
think when I worked for the county, I think I worked with Richard about 25 years, right, Richard?
Oh, that was like 5 years ago. You and I
Oh,
did
yes. Well, he was very thorough.
Good answer, good answer.
Very thorough with his work at that time. Okay, what else, Brian Deering, anything?
Leona, did you
Oh,
have?
Leona? she said-
No.
This is your area, Leona.
More than, thank you for doing this in my ward.
In your ward?
Yes.
Oh, boy, that sounds good.
Richard, when we vote on this, contingent on it being a favorable vote, it's 57 and 58
58,
will be a combined lot. It will no longer exist.
58A, I think is what.
58 and 59. Designated 58A as an amendment to the original Mylar approval.
Yeah, it's a new Mylar that gets recorded, and so
Right.
when you look in the county, you'll find this Mylar, and you'll find the original Mylar, which is the one I have over here.
So basically, it's a re-subdivision of these 2 lots into one.
Gotcha. Now, going forward, should it be combined, and should they say, nah, we don't want to build on there in 6 months, will it then be redivided or just be marketed as a one lot?
The whole problem with this lot, from the builder's standpoint, was the way that you would have entered when you had 2 lots. You had this little area here as to how you got into the second lot.
Right.
So the builder who's done a lot of the building in here is O'Donnell. He's got almost all the houses that are out there. And basically, he's
Okay, so he's just gonna develop it, market it, and it's gone.
What I was gonna ask, if you gotta build, somebody's gonna build on it once we resub it.
As I said at those workshops.
Yeah.
More grass.
I like grass. Bigger lots, you know.
Oh, you like grass, huh?
I like, hey now.
No, green grass.
Okay, okay.
You're in the green.
The grass is green.
Oh, yeah, that's all I have, Madam Chair.
Oh,
Thank you.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Chris,
I have nothing, just good
nothing.
stuff, yeah.
Okay, Sean Pettit.
Richard answered the question. He's gonna build on it, so there's an owner, buyer slash.
Yes.
Right
No.
now, it's owned
How
by.
much, does he have an idea of the price, what's he gonna spend? Do you have any idea of the investment?
The
No?
houses out there have been going for over 400.
400, okay.
So they're pretty, you know, and depending on who buys the lot, they might want a bigger house.
Yeah.
Well, if it's O'Donnell, they're like up to 500 now, O'Donnell Homes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he does a real good
There's
job.
some really big ones in there.
Really
Just
big.
down the street from this one to towards east. If you go around the
One on
curve.
that east end
Yep.
is really.
It's a
Yeah,
nice house.
yeah, it's a really nice house.
Okay, what do the engineers have to say?
Well, it is an exclusive area, I will say that. It's always a pleasure working with Mr. Anderson, and we went through the plat, and we worked through that today. We got the right plat, and we're good to go, so everything's approved.
Okay, very good. What is the pleasure of the board at this time?
So moved. Moved. Make a motion.
Okay, motion on the floor by Leona Felton. You have a new name, by the way.
Not yet.
Not yet. We
Okay.
heard about that.
I'm
It's a
just getting
process.
used to Leona Felton.
It's a
We're
process,
sitting on the
man.
edge of our seats on the dais, Leona.
Are we really? Okay.
It's a
Oh.
process.
Okay,
y'all.
motion on the floor by Leona.
I'll second.
Felton, and a second by Sean Pettit. Do we need a roll call vote for this, Mr.?
Yes.
A roll call vote, please, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Gong,
Yes.
Mr. Swike,
Yes.
Ms. Chandler Felton,
Aye.
Mr. Pettit,
Yes.
I myself am a yes, Mr. Daring,
Yes?
and Madam Chairman.
Yes.
7 yeses.
Thank you. very
Okay, with 7 yeses, the motion passes, and thank you, Richard, for attending.
And
Thank
Richard,
you.
Richard always loved the ties. Yeah.
I'll get that. Leave it there. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, continuing on with the agenda now, we have
Oh, boy.
item 6, a resolution. Resolution of the Town of Merrillville Plan Commission determining that a resolution approved and adopted by the Town of Merrillville Redevelopment Commission conforms to the comprehensive plan and approving the resolution that is Liberty Estates West Economic Development Area. Are there any comments from the board or the attorney on this?
Madam President, as President of the Redevelopment Commission, you and Leona and I are on the RDC. This is the second step, ladies and gentlemen, in a 4-step process to add what we've seen over several months with Randy Hall and the Liberty Estates East and West. This is for the west side of Whitcomb Street. The RDC had given Mr. Hall a $10 million developer-backed bond to start with. He's since come back to us for a $20 million developer-backed bond for infrastructure, which he will buy. This needs to be done. If it's favorable tonight, then Leona and Margie, we will see a town council resolution, and then we will also see a resolution back to the RDC. So we've got 2 more steps for Mr. Hall. He did text me. He was out of town with family, and I told him I would speak on behalf, and I think we've seen Randy's product. We've seen what he's able to do and what he's going to do. So I know that Bob and his crew, just for the benefit of the new members, Brian and Jeff, we did a $33 million bond issue, and part of that bond issue money is going to improve Whitcomb Street, not to exceed $12 million to the penny, right, Robert?
That is correct.
That's right. This is in
No
Margie's,
change order.
this is over in Margie's area, which will go from US 30, Brian, all the way down what we tend to call the back road to the county. As
Yes.
you meander 87th, 89th, and Chase. If you've been on that west side of town, there's gonna be a couple of roundabouts.
Yes.
And improvements, to that road that's,
Right.
Desperately needed.
desperately needed. Chris takes it all the time.
Yes,
It'll
yes,
be
I do.
the-
Yeah.
It'll be the Chris Mellon Freeway,
Hey, that's all right, I like
or
that.
the Mellon Uzelac
Yeah, Melon
Parkway.
Uselak. I took it for 25 years, remember that one.
So this is fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
Ricardo, I don't know if you and Joe have seen, you've probably seen this, so we've done these in the past, so. Again, pretty straightforward. So if anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. If not, Madam President, I'll make a motion to approve this resolution.
Okay, motion on the floor by Sean Pettit to approve the resolution that we have read tonight. Can I have a second?
Second.
Second by Leona Felton. And do we need a roll call vote too, right?
Should probably, Ricardo, it's the resolution. I would think
Yeah, roll
so.
call vote, please, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Gahn,
Yes.
Mr. Schweik,
Yes.
Ms. Chandler Felton,
Aye.
Mr. Pettit,
Yes.
I myself am a yes. Mr. Daring,
Yes.
and Madam Chairman Uselak?
Yes.
7 yeses.
Motion on the resolution has been approved with 7 yeses. Thank you. And in the meantime, I think that will conclude our agenda.
It's better than I thought it was gonna be with
Okay.
5 items on there.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Leona, seconded by Brian. We are
Yeah,
look it up.
adjourned.
today.
I want to
Thank
know
you.
this big house.
Thank you for
Steve-O.
attending.